Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's omgurheadsgone, and welcome to episode 7 of my Black Ops 2 tips and tricks series. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to utilize the SMG class, how to use it the best possible way you can in gameplays. And in result of that, you're going to find that you're going to be dying a lot less, and you're going to be getting a lot more kills and things like that. And in general, you should improve your gameplay. So let's get right into it. Number 1, you're going to want to pick the right attachments for SMGs. It would be kind of ridiculous to use a target finder or an ACOG or something like that on an SMG. So what you want to do is make sure that you have the right attachments for the right weapon. And in the case of an SMG, I personally prefer long barrel and stock, obviously to strafe and kill people from further, but other viable options are things like fast mags or silencers, depending exactly what your playstyle is, and things like that. So you don't want to be using things like target finder, and you want to use things like stock, extended mags, fast mags, long barrel, things that are going to be really good for SMG classes. But anyways, let's move on to tip 2 now. Let's talk about the actual gameplay and how to actually use the weapon on whatever map you're playing. So first off, if you're playing a map like Turbine or something like that, you're probably not going to want to be using an SMG because obviously you're going to have a lot more long range fights and you're going to be losing them. But on smaller maps like the one I'm playing right now, they're really good because there's tons of ways to kind of rotate around the map and make sure you're always in closer quarter areas. Like this building is a really good place to be with an SMG because A, it's a central point, and B, I'm going to be winning gunfights because it's a very small building and I have the upper hand advantage. But so yeah, definitely make sure that you're moving around the map in ways where you're always going through short quarter areas and you're never running through long hallways or things like that where you can get picked off from a rifle or a sniper or anything like that that has the advantage at long range. So tip number 3 now. Know when you're beat. If you encounter somebody and they're a certain distance away and you have an SMG, you should know to just leave it. Turn around, get back around the wall, and evade that gunfight because you're probably gonna lose it if they have an assault rifle and you're in that situation. This kind of refers to when somebody's up in a window and they see you. Obviously, you're probably not gonna win that gunfight. When you try to go down a long hallway and you see somebody head glitching and you have no real chance of picking them off, just turn around, try to get behind cover, and try to get out of there as quick as possible. So let's move on to tip number 4. When you're using an SMG, you really want to utilize the mobility of it, and this is kind of the key thing that makes SMGs so good. You can rush around, you can move around, so when enemies try to come back and kill you, you're already going to be in a different position. You're going to get the upper hand advantage on them because they're going to be moving around slowly if they're not using SMGs themselves. And in general, you can put really good pressure on the enemy spawn and kind of always keep them guessing by constantly moving and things like that. And this is going to get them A, frustrated, B, you're going to not allow them to get near the objective. And this is the entire point of most game modes. Things like domination, demolition, game modes like that, where if you get the enemy in a certain area where they can't move, that's going to be ideal. And this is really easy to do. Like, I generally don't play in parties when I'm playing ground war, but I have no problem most of the time getting near the enemy spawn and picking them off before they really ever get a chance to get out of it. And obviously it's not spawn trapping because it's just myself. Obviously, if you have a ton of people that are all organized together and they're all aiming at the spawn and they all have choke points covered and stuff like that, then that's spawn trapping. But this is just strategically making your way around the map and making good use of the SMG class. So you're gonna want to play like that. You're not gonna be wanting to play a little bit more defensive and stuff like that because that kind of counters the entire point of the SMG class. So definitely make sure you're always moving and you're always putting pressure with the SMG because that's the way that it is definitely going to be working for you the best. So I hope those tips help you guys out, and I hope you try to apply them in your gameplay, and they should definitely work for you, and they should make you do better with SMGs, and in general probably improve your gameplay because SMGs are a class where you're going to be constantly moving and you're going to be practicing your reaction time, practicing your quick aiming and things like that. So anyways, that pretty much wraps up this video, guys. If it helped you, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and until next time, peace out, people.